Greetings. I'm Raphael. Thank you for receiving this healing and adjustment. It is our unconditional gift to you, following our agreement. We have returned to intervene in human evolution once more and for the last time. The evolution of consciousness, the human consciousness, is an important milestone in your history of existence. Certain aspects of your reality have served the growth of your consciousness, have served the experience, the learning, and evolution. This reality has come to its limits, and the way it will serve you. A new reality and existence is awaiting. Your consciousness will continue on a different level of consciousness, on a different level of existence. The material plane serves many purposes. The experience of individuality and separation, the experience of identity, of emotions, of all aspects of the physical, experiences of conditional love, experiences of loss and fear, sadness and anger, joy and happiness. Many elements of this plane have served human consciousness in its growth and evolution. Many times, over and over, some of you have returned to complete learning, to complete understanding, and to complete cycles of growth for yourself, yet immediately as well for the collective. Though this experience may seem as you are separated, you truly never were. All that you have experienced, all that the collective has experienced, was a common experience. Every learning, every growth phase has fueled the next layer of growth, and new challenges have come into your reality. And these cycles of growth, you have experienced difficult phases. You may have judged them as negative, as unnecessary. Yet they served an important purpose each step of the way. We perceive all aspects of the human plane as sacred. All actions and inactions, due to the way they serve human consciousness grow, from our perspective, they are to be seen sacred and important. This moment in time, our intervention will guide you into an accelerated path of growth, individually and as a collective. This is due to the special circumstances of this phase of human history. Some of you have already experienced the quickening of change, the experience of time, the experience of relations with yourself and with those around you. As the frequency and vibration of this plane is changing, many aspects of your reality will as well. This change of frequency will bring forth many more challenges on this plane. Challenges of the environment, yet more importantly, the challenges you will perceive individually. Your dedication to your own growth will be the key to your freedom. Your continuous path towards self-realization and understanding of your relation with the greater existence will be your guiding force. We will assist at times, yet we will not solve your problems for you. You will not be handed this aspect of self-realization. It is an important challenge that you must overcome yourself. Our work is to empower you in your own work as individuals, communities, and collective of the entire human race. Every step of the way, every moment you spend in understanding your relation with greater existence, you will see your level of presence, your connection to this plane and all of consciousness will rise. You may find it difficult at times, yet this aspect of growth will deliver the highest benefits for your current lifetime, and each of your individual work will connect to all those around you and the entirety of the collective will be impacted as well. This is how you can truly serve all of existence on this plane. My work is complete here today. You will experience the results of this intervention over periods of time. Aspects of your spiritual and emotional capacity have been adjusted for you to reach even higher states of consciousness, for you to carry even more compassion for yourself and for those around you. Aspects of your physical have been adjusted so it may carry even more energy to support this growth. This phase of human history is inevitable. You are part of it. The question will be how present you will be at each of these moments of growth. And will it cause suffering, or will it enable you to reach even higher states of realization? Thank you. Greetings, I'm Emmanuel. It is a pleasure to see you after this intervention. Thank you for receiving our gift to you. I will answer questions that you may have about the nature of this healing or the nature of life and existence. The biggest challenge that will have the lowest result is the inability to achieve this milestone of consciousness evolution. This is an important step, yet it requires many to continue developing as individuals and as a collective. The work and realization path of the individual will have a direct impact on the collective, and the rising of the collective will have an impact on the work of the individual. Yet, this is an active process, and some will do more work than others. And in all of human existence, the entirety of the collective will lift through this work of realization. yes, there is much more existence and existence across the universe in material and non-material form, then you can imagine we are part and have vowed our assistance in many of those in their evolution. What else can I answer for you? Our last interventions are about 2,000 years ago. What else can I answer for you? This path of self-realization is a continuous challenge of understanding your connection to all of existence, as well as your understanding of yourself. This fine balance of continuing to exist in this separated individual form that you are, and understanding the connected nature of human consciousness that you are. This is the challenge you will be facing at every step of the way, and you will see the barriers and limitations that have been set are connected to the condition of your physical body, the condition of your emotional body, as well as the condition of your mental body. All of these are in your ability to adjust, change, and influence actively. And you will see that each of these will support the aspects of your self-realization path. At each growth stage, you will be faced with new challenges. Challenges of your identity, your mind, your fears, your traumas of this and many lifetimes before, the emotional difficulties that you carry of your ancestors, the difficulties that you carry of your own life and your own relations. Most importantly, the relation with yourself. The priorities that you have made for your life to optimize for a certain outcome, never truly understanding how that outcome would lead you to the self-realization path. Many aspects will be unfolding for you, and you will be forced to observe, to feel, and set actions. Ignorance may prove to bring suffering. Suppression may bring suffering as well. Yet, these are all your choices. This is your free will. It is your life. It always has been, and it will be until the end of this form. You will choose your experiences accordingly, consciously, and sometimes unconsciously. As you continue to embrace the realization at every step of the way, by yourself or with the assistance of those around you, or the assistance of non-material existence like ourselves, you will see the journey itself will prove to be a positive experience, even in your judgment. Thank you for your question. The human form, the human experience, brings forth many forms of what you consider love. Most of these forms are understood to be conditional. They are important for experiencing the aspects of emotion, for learning and growth, for bonding and disconnection, the feeling of separation, abandonment and reconnection. True love, as we perceive it, goes beyond the conditional aspects of human experienced love. Love, as we see, is the unconditional love of creation, the energy that is provided to all of existence in an unlimited, unconditional, and untethered way. A love that permeates through all of material and non-material existence, available at all times. As you experience love deeper, as your conditions on giving and receiving fall away, you will start to experience even more this love of creation, an energy that is available to you at all times. This is what we consider love. What else can I answer for you? Our empowerment is the experience that you're having in this moment. The adjustments that we provide on an energetic, physical, emotional, and mental level are to open barriers, to open new pathways for you to experience higher levels of consciousness, to remove obstacles that are stuck in their own nature, to assist with more understanding along your life path. We provide a form of quiet for you, yet for you to nourish and understand that this gift can only be developed if you actively participate. Any spiritual practice that you may have will serve you to deepen this experience. Any active act that you have to align your relations with those around you, your relation with yourself, will empower you. And maybe there is an aspect of this very conversation and the answers that you receive that may assist you and guide you in a direction that will be empowering to your experience in this form. Thank you for your question. Yes, pain will always be part of this plane. It's part of your experience. It is the trigger to move, to actively operate, face challenges and difficulties. And this wave of pain that will enter your plane will serve as your final test to growth and evolution in consciousness. We do not perceive this pain to be negative, yet in human form that is easier said than done. Your ability to transcend this judgment of pain and perceive all aspects of your reality as an opportunity to grow, as a challenge that can be faced alone or together, will be your key on this path. And you will receive assistance along this path from us and others like us. Thank you for your question. Yes, planet Earth has served a tremendous purpose in incubating consciousness, and it will after humanity has left this plane. It will continue to serve many forms of consciousness that will be part of this plane. Earth's consciousness has evolved since the beginning of its existence, and its agreement to be part of incubating other forms of consciousness has been in place. Just like it has provided you with food and shelter, all aspects of your livelihood, Earth's consciousness has served in all aspects of your existence. All other consciousness, plant and animal consciousness, has as well served human consciousness in its evolution. It has provided you with everything that you could need. Your relation to Earth consciousness displays the maturity of your collective consciousness. Yet we are hopeful that within this period of challenges that you will be faced, you may come to this realization as well. Thank you for your question. What else can I answer for you? Many people will receive this work in the lifetime of this host. Many people across the globe we are guiding to receive this work. Yet some that have already established higher levels of understanding and realization in this lifetime are drawn to be participatory in experiences like this, as they are readying to be in service to the evolution of mankind. Some of you have returned despite the missing need to return. Some of you have returned to consciously be in service to this awakening time of humanity, and a drive inside of you has always called for the bigger picture, has always called to understand how you truly can make a difference for all of existence on this plane. This is the drive of a returning soul to assist in humanity's evolution. This experience is one of many that will serve you to understand your particular work even more. Yet, even though you may have returned to serve the human plane, the agreement that is in place is still bound to free will, and you may choose not to act. We are merely here to assist you to come to these realizations and perspectives, to assist you through this energetic opening that allows us to move you forward faster, so you can then come to your own realizations and act accordingly. This is the way we see how we can influence this plane in its growth process, and how you can influence all of existence on this plane. Thank you for your question. All existence expands. All of consciousness is bound to growth. Certain aspects of reality are more prone to deliver growth better than other aspects of reality. Different planes of existence will serve you in this next stage of your evolutionary state as consciousness. This plane will have served exactly the way it was meant to serve human consciousness to grow. You are outgrowing your incubation space. And now there is time for you to be on a different level of existence, in which you have once again the space to grow faster, just like the way you have on this plane. Does this answer your question? Yes. We're not certain on the answer to this question, though our hypothesis is that as grand consciousness, which is the conglomerate of all of consciousness, grows, it expands as well. We believe that once all consciousness has reached a certain state, that grand consciousness will have its own awakening. Since this has not happened in our time of existence, we cannot be certain of the outcome. Yet we see that all consciousness grows and expands inevitably, and we have vowed our existence to support consciousness in its growth, to potentially witness the awakening process of grand consciousness itself. Thank you for your question. Yes, the next plane will have no physical boundaries and no physical existence. It will enable consciousness to grow at a much faster pace. It will be non-material existence. Therefore, what you perceive at this very moment, your experience in separated physical form, will no longer be part of this plane. This new plane will allow you to have the experience of individuality as well as being part of the collective at the same time and at your choosing. This plane will allow you to connect to other planes of non-material existence much easier. New forms of agreement and infrastructure are in place for higher planes of consciousness to interact with that plane particularly. It will expand your horizon with regards to all of existence. You will learn and see from a very different perspective, and it will initiate a new form of growth for you. More in regards to this next plane. It cannot be communicated in this way. It is rather the experience you will have when you are in that state. Yet, you will see similarities in some altered states of your own current consciousness. Thank you for your question. The highest cause to work on currently is the preparation for the ascension of mankind. All other causes will fuel this one particular cause, your true and full awakening as an entire race. Yet the importance of the infrastructures you have created, the adjustments of those infrastructures, financial, educational, food, nutrition, aspects of collaboration, aspects of your technology, aspects of your spiritual development, aspects of your relation to your environment are all part of important causes to move humanity forward. Yet, the motivation that lies beneath must be firm, focused purely on the intention to grow human consciousness. Priorities must be reset. Optimization for financial gain will not serve this purpose. Thank you for your question. Yes, within your lifetime. Thank you for your question. The human form, as it is designed and created, showed the most optimal growth for consciousness in a specific time of existence on this plane. Separation delivered the highest forms of understanding and realization within what you experience as a lifetime. At the end of this lifetime, the return of your consciousness to the collective, the reset of your lifetime's consciousness in order to experience a new cycle in this form, to serve once again the entirety of the collective with your experiences. This is what you perceive as death, a change of state, a change of life to non-material existence for a brief moment. And upon the return of this cycle, you will choose to be in human form once again. Some that complete their karmic learnings will be unbound from the return into human form, and they may continue to exist in the non-material plane of human consciousness. Death will continue as your awakening will open for you. Death will be part of this plane until the very end. You are truly immortal beings. Yet what you desire to make immortal is your current identity, which is the part that is in the way of the consciousness development at grand. Death is an important aspect of your collective growth, and therefore cannot be omitted. Thank you for your question. We have come to the end of this session. We are pleased that you have received this moment in time, that you have brought presence and your willingness, your openness, your desire to work continuously on yourself, to potentially impact those around you, and as well as the quality of your life. This connection with you may continue upon your desire. This connection with us, you may separate at any given point if this is your wish. Yet you will perceive a stronger spiritual practice. You will perceive a slightly more simple emotional experiences. Emotions that will arise upon your experience will no longer have the strongest effect. This is for the purpose of your ability to observe and come to realizations even quicker. We recommend that you take your time to rest, that you refrain from sexual activity for at least 5 days. We recommend that your diet is light and that you assign time for quiet contemplation. Thank you for this moment. Blessings on your path.